I first met Brittany back in 2018 when we were both sophomores at Cornell. I was shy, having transferred in, and Brittany immediately decided that we were going to be friends. Regardless of my opinion, we quickly bonded that year over our love for all things dairy, many playful arguments, and our inabilities to ever let the other person have the last word, ever. Brittany has gone from my college bestie to a working professional, loving auntie, and dog mom. One thing I've always admired about Brittany is her consistent drive and desire to be the absolute best at whatever she does. Britt, I hope today and the rest of your life as Mrs. Mowry is amazing. I can't think of anyone who is more deserving of a happy, beautiful life than you are.
As everyone knows, I've known Brittany for a while. I think it's about 9,592 days. Being her older sister along with Jenna, I've watched her grow up, and that includes everything from Barbies in the basement, fun memories with cows, wonderful rides to school, and I don't even know how many casual walks to Grammy and Pop-Ups to visit. There might have been some light argumenting and tormenting along the way, but that's to be expected. And I'm honored that you picked me to stand by your side. I am so excited for you to start this next chapter of your life. I know how deeply you love Thatcher and the life you've built, and you deserve so much love and happiness, and I know that Thatcher will work hard every day to make sure you feel that.
For those of you who don't know me, I am the proud stepfather of the beautiful bride, Brittany. Let me tell you, it's not easy walking someone else's daughter down the aisle. Brittany might not have thought so, but she's a very strong and capable young woman who can accomplish anything she puts her mind to. And that quality not only comes from no stranger, it comes to the whole family, mother and two sisters, from what they have been through.
Brittany and Thatcher, hope you have a wonderful life together, taking care of each other. Remember, you need each other very much. Thatcher, you really need Brittany, but I found out on Monday he has no idea how to turn on his oven. So cheers to you two. I love you both very much.
When Thatcher, who is like the little brother I never had, asked me to officiate today's ceremony, I had the only acceptable answer. On the couple's behalf, I would like to thank all of the friends and loved ones gathered from near and far today to celebrate the union of Thatcher and Brittany, and to keep those who could not be with us today in your thoughts and prayers. This joyous occasion marks the beginning of a special chapter in their lives. Let us celebrate the happiness that Thatcher and Brittany bring to each other and appreciate the special bond that they share. Do you, Thatcher, promise that even though the world may change, and you may change with it, you will always love her, always treasure her, and always share all that you are with her?
I do.
Nice. Do you, Brittany, promise that even though the world may change, and even though you may change with it, you will always love Thatcher, always treasure him, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer and poorer, in sickness and in health, even during corn season, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
These wedding rings serve as a physical representation of your bond, a constant reminder of the commitment that you've undertaken.
This ring is a symbol of my love for you and the commitments that we made today.
This ring symbolizes my love for you and the commitments we made today.
To pronounce Thatcher and Brittany as husband and wife. Thatcher, you may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now proud and humbled to be the first person to present Mr. and Mrs. Mowry. This day is made possible not only because of your love for each other, but through the grace and support of your family and friends. It is our hope that your fulfillment and joy in each other will increase with each passing year. You are adding to your life not only the affection of each other, but also the companionship and blessing of a deep, deep trust. You are agreeing to share strength, responsibilities, and love, and watching over Jenny. It takes more than love to make this relationship work. It takes trust to know in your hearts that you want only the best for each other. It takes dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow, even when it may be difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for you both.
And then there's Thatcher, the man of the hour. When he asked us for Brittany's hand in marriage, we didn't hesitate. Said, sure, she's all yours. You've lived with her for a couple years now, and you know what you're getting into.
I met Thatcher shortly after meeting Brittany, and I thought, well, if he can put up with Brittany and I, he's definitely going to be able to be put up with just Brittany for the rest of their lives. Thatcher has always been patient with Brittany and I, even when being around us made him want to hit his head off a wall. He even dealt with Brittany and I living together for our senior year. Now, I don't normally like to speak for people, but I'm sure that if you ask Thatcher, he'll tell you that was the best year of his life. Not even his time studying abroad in New Zealand could beat that.
Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails.
So Thatcher Mowry, the man, the myth, the legend. I'd say welcome to the family, but you've been here for a while now. You're the little brother I'm not sure I want, but if it had to be someone, I'm glad it's you. Brittany is one of the sassiest, most stubborn people I know, and when I first hung out with you all and I saw how much you sassed her and picked on her back, I knew that you were good. I knew you have what it takes, and I've seen how hard you work every day to make my sister happy. And I know that she works equally as hard to make you happy too. And I'm not joking, he washes the dishes, they write each other love letters on the fridge. But thank you, Thatcher, for looking out for Brittany and holding her hand through life. I know she'll be there to support you at every turn.
I met Brittany when she was just a sassy 10-year-old. And let me tell you, she was not exactly my biggest fan. Dislike might be an understatement. Not sure if any of you know what it's like to be stared at by a 10-year-old when you're trying to eat dinner. Not a warm feeling. And as Thatcher and Brittany embark on this journey called marriage, let me share a piece of advice from someone who spent a fair share of time behind the wheel. Remember, marriage is a bit like a long road trip. There might be some bumps along the way, a few unexpected detours, an occasional silent dinner, maybe even a Black Panther wandering around a cornfield. So Brittany and Thatcher, buckle up and enjoy the ride, and may your marriage be filled with more laughter than a bumpy country road and more love than a field full of blooming flowers. Here's to a lifetime of adventure and love.
But you all did it, the whole thing. You're married. I've had the pleasure of watching the two of you grow up since you were just two little college freshmen. And it's crazy to think about all the things that you've already accomplished side by side, and I'm excited to see what you take on in life. I know you will set the goals high, work hard to achieve them, and will support each other, laughing at each other, and having a great time along the way. You guys have such a bright future ahead of you, filled with love and laughter, and I hope you have some good sunglasses for the sunshine that's coming your way, but I know that you'll work hard to be successful and continue to grow in life. So I'd like to raise our glasses for the bride and groom. May you have love, health, and wealth, but most importantly, may you have time to enjoy them all.
I've known Thatcher a very long time, probably since about birth, but my first memory is from when we were about 4 or 5 years old. And we were at a wedding just like this one here. And I was bored out of my mind. And I can remember seeing him in the corner playing with a bunch of little toy tractors. So I went over there and said, "Can I play with you?" He said, "Sure." Well, it turns out when you play with Thatcher, you can look but can't touch. Because I went to touch one of those toys and he slapped my hand so fast. Needless to say, I got to watch him play. I still don't get to drive his tractors, won't let me come over.
A question is asked that is there anything more beautiful in life than a young couple clasping hands with pure hearts in the path of marriage? Can there be anything more beautiful than young love? And the answer is given. Yes, there is a more beautiful thing. It is the spectacle of an old man and an old woman finishing their journey together on that path. Their hands are gnarled but still clasped. Their faces are seamed but still radiant, and their hearts are physically bowed and tired but still strong with love and devotion. Yes, there is a more beautiful thing than young love. Old love. Brittany and Thatcher, we all bless you on your journey towards old love that begins on this very special day. Congratulations.
And up to a few weeks ago here, him and me went on an adventure on a Friday afternoon, going to look for a fire pit, and we're halfway down to East Aurora there, and he goes, "Jonah, I'm just really nervous about getting married. Not that I'm getting married, but the fact that I got to talk in front of 230 people." I said, "Dude, don't worry about it. No one is looking at your ugly mug. They're here for Brittany. You're just got to stand there and say, 'Yes, ma'am.'" But his exact response was, "Jonah, you got to put this in your best man speech."
You and Thatcher have already created such an adorable home together and are the best doggo parents to Miss Jenny. I can't wait to continue to be right by your side as you grow a family, maybe not for the entire process, and continue to create a beautiful life of your own as Mr. and Mrs. Mowry. So, cheers to you.
Still to this day, being with Thatcher is the same as it was at preschool. Our sandboxing and tractors just grew with us. Knowing someone for 20 years, you happen to accumulate many stories. One of my favorite stories is from junior year. We went out to celebrate a buddy that graduated and ended up drinking a little too much. Thatcher was supposed to have the next day off, but we woke up to a call from Bill to unload hay wagons in the middle log. Safe to say we were very hungover and it was a rough work. Another Thatcher story was the day he called me up and told me to come look at the hedgerow he was cleaning. Evidently there was 3 pieces of equipment and Thatcher was the only one there. Ultimately he said I could just jump in one and help him. All of these stories, I'm grateful we've been friends for this long and that we've had the chance to make this many memories. You're a great friend, you're gonna make a great husband. Brittany, hope the best for you both. May we continue to make many memories down the line.
1, 2, 3. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in